dealing with the exact moment instead of worrying about what might happen. It's like you find peace in that moment. You're like, okay, focus, and then you can regain strength in that moment. Because I just tell myself, it's like, relax, you've been here. Nothing that you're imagining is going to happen. Like, imagine the better possibilities and trying to shift that mindset from the bad things that I'm worrying about happening, instead focusing on what I need to do to make it exactly what I want to happen. So, and then that leads us further down towards the gift frequency, which is determination. And this basically is just having a vision or something that you're working towards that can kind of guide you. And it's saying that all actions, regardless of how small they are, therefore have meaning and are the most meaningful, because no matter if you think someone is watching or maybe it doesn't amount to anything, it's those very small details that build the foundation for something greater.
Right. Yeah, I was talking about focus on the moment, not focusing on the future. And it also mentioned how details can overwhelm you. Right. And if you think about all the different possibilities, I find that, both in jiu-jitsu, you can get overwhelmed with all the different possibilities that can happen in a competition match. Even when it comes to teaching, all the different things I can teach, the things I should teach, the details within each technique. But I also see it in the creative side as well, where people who are trying to create something get so caught up in the details that they never actually get around to doing the thing. And the mind wants to overcomplicate it and wants to come up with all these fantastical ideas of what it could be, what they should do, how they should go about it, what's entertaining, what's not entertaining. Like, it's so funny how people will be like, oh, I think it would be cool if it was like this. And it's like, yeah, you might think that'd be cool, but unless you try it, you don't really know. Mm-hmm. It's like, you have no idea what people would think is cool. I can't tell you how many things I put out there that I thought people were going to love, and it just kind of went, And so it's like, before you can come up with this grand idea of like how entertaining something's going to be, or all these different segments you're going to do, or all these different types of things you're going to incorporate, you just got to put something out there, and from there it grows, right? But if you think of like you've seen me post and you see how many different things that I'm doing to make one little post. It's like, if someone showed me like the start to end, the process from the very beginning, I'd be like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing all that. Like, why would I do that? But it's just a foundational skill that builds up over time. And then you start to add more and add more because it gets easier and easier. But definitely. Yeah, what you're saying is, if you have the higher purpose, you can find a way to get like back on track and not get too lost in the little things that don't matter.
Yeah, I was saying with building these foundational habits, you are essentially creating a groove from which things can move more fluidly and easier. And it's saying that the most difficult thing is just starting. And we've experienced this a lot, where we've have all these ideas and we're like, man, but I just really want to go do this instead. It's like, actually setting the time and putting it into action is a whole different thing. So once you get over that, everything else starts to become a lot easier. So you learn things along the way. And I heard something yesterday, it was saying learning to be okay with something being a 95%, instead of focusing on, no, it has to be 100 or nothing, 100 or nothing. And it's like, no, it can be a 95. That's perfectly fine. No matter. Yeah, it can be 90, it can be 80, well, like whatever it is, as long as you're putting in effort, it's room for improvement, should therefore give you more drive.